Right now, women are angry and they're taking their frustration to lawmakers. Pro-abortion rights activists are gathered outside the Supreme Court in our nation's capital. They're protesting a leaked document that shows the Supreme Court may be planning to overturn Roe versus Wade.
Now, these draft opinions can always change. This is not set in stone, but still, it has ignited quite a firestorm. Bryant Somerville spent today talking with advocates on both sides of this debate. Bryant?
Yolanda, the last 50 years have seemingly boiled down to one question overnight. That question, should nine people have the power to make laws for the entire country?
We will not go back!
Debate, argument, opinion, right, wrong. For the last 50 years, Roe versus Wade has been at the forefront of the timeless back and forth on abortion. With the news of a possible Supreme Court overturn, the debate continues.
We're cautiously optimistic that indeed that this is going to happen.
Mike Ganadakis, president of Ohio Right to Life.
It doesn't diminish what a gut punch it is.
Kelly Copeland, executive director with Pro-Choice Ohio. She thinks if Roe v. Wade was overturned, it would only fuel the struggle for those who barely make ends meet or those with barriers to health care.
We will not abandon this fight no matter what comes. If you have had an abortion, or if you've provided an abortion, or if you fought to keep abortion accessible, our message is that we will never stop fighting shoulder to shoulder with you.
Ganadakis says a Supreme Court overturn would not necessarily ban the practice of abortion.
Overturning Roe v. Wade does not make abortion illegal. It allows each state to set their own policy.
He says this was considered the ultimate goal during President Donald Trump's presidency, appointing Gorsuch, Kavanaugh, and Barrett to the Supreme Court, giving Republicans, and more importantly, Republicans with pro-life stances, the majority. But by giving the power back to states, it's a win for Ohio, he says, allowing 11.9 million people to have a say.
They're not telling them how to live. They're not telling them which way to go on this. They're saying it's up to you.
Copeland worries by giving the decision to states, abortion would become illegal in half the country. She calls that life-changing, devastating, sobering, and frightening, leading to a potential downfall for Ohioans and health care.
That means getting childcare, getting time off of work, having to travel hundreds of miles to get care. And those barriers could be insurmountable for many people.
Ganadakis points to Medicaid expansion, saying Ohio has the best social and safety nets for all Ohioans, from housing and food assistance to help for mothers with health and pregnancy centers and receiving help for newborns, something he says Ohio Right to Life will continue to fight for. Now, the one thing that both sides that I talked with seem to agree on, if the Supreme Court overturns Roe v. Wade, the power of the vote, saying it will become more important than ever to get to the polls to vote in state leaders who will ultimately be deciding the issue on abortion on a state level. Yolanda?